Good morning, art believers. So, I'm just going to point and nothing's going to happen. Just going to point at the screen. Just point at the screen. I am pointing at the screen because I don't have anything to talk about. Actually, I do. So, what I've been doing lately is I've been trying to manage my social media more efficiently. And so I've come across a few things I've been working on. I've been dealing around with Buffer, Every Post, and Hootsuite, and Postcron. Now, what I've dealt with Postcron is nothing posted through Postcron. But I guess the reason why I'm talking about this is because I want to know, what have you tried to manage multiple social media accounts? We're talking you got your Instagram, you got your Tumblrs, some of this Google Plus. I need to get into that, right? Although that'll only work out if I can actually manage my own accounts. You got Facebook, you got Facebook page, you got your Twitters, right? How do you manage all that? And so, as I was saying, what I do is what I've been doing lately and trying to experiment on how to be more efficient is practicing these mass posting apps. But what I'm finding is that I'm worried that when I set up and schedule my apps to work, I'm worried that when they post, it's not going to post. Like there's going to be a failed post, and I'll have to spend all my time researching why it's not posting. For example, Every Post does not like to post on LinkedIn. For some odd reason, it's like, no me gusta, can't post on LinkedIn, right? All it does is it says error and then it posts everything else on there. Now, what I'm finding with Postcron, as I said earlier, doesn't work. It just, every time I try to post something or schedule something, even like a minute later, I'll have it send to like 5 of my feeds, nothing happens. I think I got like one thing on Twitter, and it said test, and I just wanted to test if it would send out to all my feeds. It just sent it out to Twitter. So Postcron is a no-go. Buffer doesn't like LinkedIn that well. I'm also finding, no, not Buffer, Every Post doesn't like LinkedIn. It's looking like Buffer works okay with 2 accounts, which I'm fine with at the moment. But Every Post, I'm using to post on everything. But what I'm finding with Every Post, as of lately, now it's saying that I need to renew one of my pages because they're not syncing up. So that's kind of an issue, problematic actually. And what else I'm finding is through Every Post, whenever I post like a video attachment to YouTube or something, it's inconsistent. Like the last post I put, it was like supposed to be like, what kind of pins do you use, right? I don't know, what kind of pins, right? But it only posted a W and ... and all my hashtags and my attachments of tags, right? Didn't do anything else, just a W and dots. Like, so that's disconcerting. I want to give Hootsuite a try for my Twitter account, so that I'll have hopefully have more consistent video plugs, right? And I'm going to use it for my Instagram because Buffer, I have this issue with Buffer where it doesn't notify me to post, and I think I'm noticing throughout this trend with all these other programs is that you have to for Instagram specifically, you have to you can schedule your post, but you can't directly post through that app. It just notifies you that, hey, you got to post now. It's like ring 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 ding, right? It's just saying you got to post now. It's time to post. And you have to go, it notifies you, and then you go through that app, and then it forwards you to the main app with the text that you wrote um, beforehand, and then you could post it that way. Now that's okay, because Instagram, you can't schedule posts. So with Hootsuite and Buffer, I'll allow it, because at least I can have multiple posts just kind of ready for me to send out, as opposed to, oh, I gotta copy and paste. Just copy and paste what I had previously, or I have to write a new thing. God, my thumbs. I can't my thumbs don't fit the darn buttons here. But so in summation, what social media apps that are you using to help streamline your mass post regimen, right? What are you doing? As I said, I'm using Hootsuite right now. I just started. I'm gonna shift from Buffer to Hootsuite, see how that works. So far, every post is okay. It's kind of iffy. It's like, hey, we posted it, but you got a post, but you don't have a video. And then sometimes you have a video, and sometimes you have the image. It's just up in the ether, dude. We don't know. We don't know if it's gonna work. But at least it's better than with Postcron. You're like, you spend all this time scheduling stuff, and it doesn't work, right? So, what do you use, and what have you found to be successful? If Hootsuite's as good as everyone's saying, I might invest in the subscription, simply because the time I save in mass posting, and just put it all in one area, man. Just put it all in one area. Have my two Facebook pages, my regular Facebook page, my Twitter, my Tumblr, maybe, and hopefully they can put, if I could do it with Pinterest and LinkedIn and all these things. I wish I could do it all at once, as opposed to have multiple apps to post to other places. What's nice though about it is that you can, I accept it, because some of these apps, I'd rather have an app that allows me to post to two places as opposed to one, right? So instead of spending time jumping to two places, I can just jump to one and post that. So what have you found that works? This is a really protracted video. I'm actually waiting on a client right now, waiting on some responses. So that's really nice, having at least some sort of business as an artist. That's really nice to have a steady stream of work. But all I gotta say is that when you're doing contractual work, you're gonna find out, unless you have a high bid, like we're talking thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for a contractual work, like contractual illustration, it's not really, you don't really make a lot of money, because when you're doing like these commission or illustration contractual work, you're finding that you're spending a lot of time in hours, and then the more time you spend in hours to do these things, the less you make. So I accepted this contract, and I'm finding that it's very time intensive, more time intensive than I thought it would be. I thought I would be able to do a drawing a day, just knock it out. 1 drawing, 2 drawing, 3 drawing, 4 drawings, 7 drawings in 1 week. But no, I'm finding that I was only able to do like one drawing every 2 days, or 1 drawing every 3 days, because I'm not tech savvy, or I don't have the technology to expedite my work. I have this problem where I'm working on a tablet to do professional illustration work, because at the moment my computer's MIA, and I don't know, I have to wait until I finish this gig to afford to buy a new computer. So that's that's like a personal thing. It just slows down like the progress, because you have this little tablet you're working on, and you're doing this thing on Sketchbook Pro, and you're trying to get images done, and you can't really draw a clean line, or as long as a clean line as you want, because if you have a larger drawing tablet, you're able to sweep through. But if you have a smaller tablet, you're like dent, dent, dent. So that's just like a personal issue that I'm having with this commission, or not commission, it's an illustration gig. Another thing is communication. Since I'm doing it through a third-party company called Upwork, it's really it's a nice place, but you're kind of beholden to communicating with your client, and so whenever you're emailing them or messaging them, hey, I need to know what you want to do with this piece. Do you have any ideas? Because I don't want to start doing imagery for that client unless I have. Hey, Music Man, how you been? It's been a while, but I don't want to start imagery for this guy until I get the red light, or the green light. Yes, the green light. I want to know what that person wants. Now, I'm also got a lot of leniency as an artist with this work, this assignment. Is he's like, you can do whatever you want, but as a hired artist, you want to appease the client. You want to give them the option of being able to change what their idea of the work is. So I'm always forwarding them images of the work and hoping that at least it's going the direction that they want. And oftentimes they don't even know what it is that they want. So for instance, he wants me to do like shields, and I'm waiting on the green light to go on if he has anything specific that he wants done with these shields. All I have is a few ideas of what he has. Like he wants one to be tin, iron, and steel. And they don't even have to be tin, iron, steel. They have to be just stronger versions of the previous shield, because he's making it into like a card game. So that's really nice. But I'm kind of beholden to him. So like as I said, I wish I could just knock him out. And and also as an artist, I have other commissions and things kind of going in. You'll find that when you're unless you really made it, your work, you kind of suffer with what you're selling until you find your market, and that's just the thing about it, So a lot of these gigs I'm doing, just to be nice from friends and family. They're asking me to do flyers or asking me to do drawings and such, and I'm being very generous with the price, because I'm not necessarily busy with paying jobs, but I'm always busy with artwork that I need to make, and I can always fill the void with work that doesn't pay with my own work that will probably pay, fingers crossed, in the future. Maybe someone will like my stuff, maybe they won't. I'll just keep on painting gun bears and bodybuilders and all kinds of sorts. Anyways, thanks for dropping by. I'm going to be posting this up on YouTube. Again, what are the before I leave, what are the videos? What social media apps do you use to mass post on all your social media apps? So, do you use Hootsuite? Do you use Buffer? Do you use every post? And what have you found to be successful? Because as I said, I'm having some success in every post, but it's posting inconsistent. Like it's not posting videos, and it doesn't post in LinkedIn that well. Now, have you tried any other apps that are not well known, but they are effective? So as I said, I'll keep you posted. I'm working on Hootsuite, working on Buffer, and working on every post right now. And as I said, as long as it posts to 2 social medias for every one app that I work with, I'm fine with that. Thanks for stopping by. In Diabetes Music Man, you got to hit me up sometime. Bye.